recording, and we're going to get started. Soles of our feet together, knees out wide, starting to move down on our backs. Kind of noisy here. I think they're mowing grass someplace. But that's okay. Starting to connect with the breath, breathing in to a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the belly. As though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it moves through your bodies. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your body and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Exhale, knees to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Breathing into this simple twist. Opening up those right obliques. Releasing toxins as you do. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Again, breathing into this simple twist. Opening up those left obliques, releasing toxins. Good job. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. And then grab onto your insteps. Drag your knees down towards your shoulder blades. Push up with your feet. Pull down with your hands and happy baby. Again, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Good job. And then from here, bend your knees, flex your feet. Arms are out east and west. Inhale first. Exhale down to the left, but don't touch. Working those obliques. Inhale to center. Exhale down to the right, but don't touch. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale to center. Exhale right. And again, 2 more or 7 more, wherever you are. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale to center. Exhale right. You can stop here or follow us. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Then again, 2 more if you're with us. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. So much noise, I'm sorry. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Inhale first. And then exhale as you extend your legs down to the end of the mat. Roll over onto your left side. Left elbow, left palm of your hand down. And again, inhale. That right knee in, grab your instep. Exhale as you extend your leg, dragging that shoulder back and down, dragging your hip back and down, breathing in and out in infinity pose. With this wonderful lawnmower right here. It must be next door. Again, maybe grab onto your calf muscle, dragging it in. Seems like it's just sitting in place though. It doesn't even sound like it's doing anything. And then bend your knee, inhale first. Exhale down to the end of the mat. Roll over onto the right side. Right elbow, right palm of your hand down. Inhale, that left knee in, grab your instep. Exhale, extend above you again. Dragging that left shoulder back and down. Maybe grabbing onto your calf muscle, dragging it towards you if this is in your practice. Bonjour, bonjour. draw your knees in, place your hands behind your thighs, spinal rolls from shoulder to tailbone and back again, allowing each vertebra to come back into alignment. That is really hard on that stone. Coming up to the tops of your mats in Sukhasana, simple seated pose. And again, maybe place the backs of your hands on your knees, making mudras with both sets of fingers. Drag your shoulders back and down, allowing the crowns of your heads to move towards the heavens. Again, as though it's being pulled by a golden thread. And again, gently close your eyes. Gaze inward towards your third eye. As you breathe in, think Om. As you breathe out, think Ah. Again, the Tibetan word for love. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale our arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude. And exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing whatever does not serve you on the mat today. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling love, love for yourself, love for others. And exhale as you release any fear that you may have. Let it go. And then inhale all the way up. Inhaling forgiveness for yourself and for others. And exhale as you release whatever does not serve you today. You don't need it. Good job. And then from here, release your hands. Inhale that right foot up on top of your left foot. Or left thigh, I'm sorry. Sitting up straight in half lotus. Starting to sweat a little bit because it's so humid here. Inhale both arms all the way up. And exhale as you fold forward. Hinge at the hips. Flat back as far as you can. And then place those fingertips down, hearts come down. Maybe your third eye comes down, rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. And humbly bowing, half lotus. And watch how my hair gets bigger and bigger through this practice. It's so funny. It's humid like this, it's gonna look like Boisson at the end. Again, breathing in and out, opening up your shoulders, your hips, your thighs. Breathing in and out. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the right, grabbing onto the right knee with your left hand. Throw that right hand back. Rock forward and take a bind again. And bound, half lotus. Drag your shoulders back and down. Open up your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Good job. Inhale back to center. And then exhale as you release that foot. Inhale first. Exhale as you bring that left foot up on top of your right thigh. And again, sitting up straight. Inhale both arms all the way up. And And exhale, as you fold forward, hinge at the hips. Non, peut-être les mettre sur la chaise, tout simplement. Merci, c'est gentil. All the way forward, fingertips down. Merci beaucoup. And then drag your hearts down. We don't want to go into where Max is because then Max will wake up and that's not a good idea. She's a sweetheart though. Again, humbly bowing, half lotus. Opening up your shoulders, your hips, and your thighs. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the left, grabbing onto your left knee with your right hand. Draw that left hand back. Drag your shoulders back and down, maybe even bend that right elbow if this is in your practice. Good job. Inhale back to center. Place your fingertips on the mat. Whoa. And exhale that leg down first. Place your fingertips on the mat. Inhale that right arm up and over. Find that left ear and exhale over to the right. As far as you can, but keep your left fingertips down. Again, opening up that left side of your neck. And smile. It's a beautiful day out today, in spite of the lawnmower next door. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale your left arm up and over. Find that right ear and exhale over to the left. Again, breathing in and out. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale down. Good job. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Roll up into table. In table, our shoulders are above our wrists, our hips are above our knees, and if we look between our legs, we shouldn't see our feet. I'm going to go ahead, tuck in my shirt. And from here, we're going to go ahead and first move into cat-cow, inhaling to cow. Again, dragging your hearts down towards the mat as much as possible, looking up towards your third eye. Exhale, bending your elbows as you transition into cat. Again, dragging your hearts upward. Inhale. Cow. Exhale. Good cat. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good cat. Good job. And then from here, come back to a flat back. Inhale that right arm straight out. Left leg goes back. Flex your foot. Again, gazing out beyond you. Thumb is up. We're in sunbird. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out and then wrap that right arm around. Bend your left knee, grab onto your foot, your toes, or your ankle, and pull up. Again, into modified dancer, modified bow pose. Good job. Exhale down. Till my knees. This is hard stone. I should have thought of that, but anyway. Inhale that left arm straight out. Right leg goes back. Again, flex your foot, Thumb is up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. And then wrap that left arm around, bend your knee, grab onto your foot, your ankle, or your toes, and pull up. Again, into modified dancer, modified pose. Good job. Exhale down. And then from here, curl your toes under. Sit back on your heels. Make infinity symbols with your wrists. And again, opening up your wrists, opening up your toes and your ankles. Possibly draw those arms overhead. Drag your tailbones in, shoulders back and down. Again, we're in Utthita. Possibly draw your hands behind you. Fingertips touch, pushing your fingertips up towards the crowns of your heads. In Anjali Mudra behind your backs. Breathing in and out. Good job. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock forward on your elbows. Slap up your toes. Good job. And then from here, go ahead and have it tucked in. Plant the palms of your hands into the mat. Curl your toes under. Inhale first. Exhale all the way back to down dog. Ardha Mukha Shavasana. Again, dragging your hearts towards your thighs as much as you can, flattening out your backs, pressing that area between your index finger and thumb into the mat. To take the pressure off of your wrists, maybe walk in your dog, lifting first one heel and then the other, if this is in your practice, but don't feel like you have to. Good job. And then from here, inhale, that right leg all the way up, three-legged dog split. Exhale as you swing it through to a lunge. And at your back foot, 45-degree angle. Inhale up to warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Again, shoulders are back and down, pinky fingers in, looking up towards your third eye. Sit down in your warrior. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Check that back foot. It should be parallel with the front of the mat. Reach, 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 reach. Palm up. Exalt that warrior. Lift your hearts to the sky. Release toxins. Good job. Exhale back. And then from here, straighten your front leg. Place your hands on your hips. Pull that left hip back, right hip forward. Good job. And then from here, allow your hands to float back up again. Reach, 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 reach as far as you can. And burst into Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Look up, see your thumb. Make sure that you're not twerking. And then bend that front knee, coming into side angle. Rotate that left arm around and forward into the Utthita, if this is in your practice. Good job. And then come back. Take a wrap, possibly take a vine, reaching under, grabbing that right arm or left arm wherever you can. Open up once again. Good job. And then if this is in your practice, you can stay here, or you can plant that right arm out in front of you, lifting your left leg into Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon. Possibly take a vine if this is in your practice. Don't feel like you have to. You can also cup that right hand, drawing it off the mat or the ground if this is in your practice. Good job. Slowly release that leg, bend your front knee, tip yourselves back to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. And then cartwheel those arms down. Kick that right leg back. And go through your vinyasa. Or meet us in down dog. Walking the dog, good job. Let's do the other side. You're going to start by inhaling that left leg all the way up. Three-legged dog split. Exhale as you swing it forward to a lunge. Plant your back foot, 45-degree angle. Inhale up to Virabhadrasana 1. Again, shoulders back and down. Pinky fingers in. Exhale. Virabhadrasana 2. Check that back foot. It should be parallel with the front of the mat. Reach, 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 reach. Palm up. Exalt that warrior. Lift your hearts to the sky. Exhale back. Straighten your front leg. And then from here, place your hands on your hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Float those hands back up. Reach, 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 reach. And then burst into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, breathing in, out. If this is in your practice, look forward. No, sorry, don't do that. Bend your knee coming into side angle first. Rotate that right arm around and forward. Again, into the Utthita. Open up north and south. Take a wrap. Possibly take a vine, wherever you can grab onto. Open up once again. And then look towards the front of the mat. Tipping yourselves. Lifting that back leg into Ardha Chandrasana. Standing half moon. Again, maybe take a vine if this is in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. Release that foot. Tip yourselves back to Virabhadrasana 2. Cartwheel those arms down. Kick that left leg back. And go through your vinyasa. Or meet us in down dog. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale through your noses. Sigh it out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Good job. And then from here, come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees. Draw your tailbones in, shoulders back and down. We're in bear pose. Step or jump up, lighter than air. Inhale halfway up to Ardha Tadasana. Exhale down to Uttanasana. Again, working towards getting the palms of your hands onto the mat. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Good job. From here, inhale all the way up, slightly bending your knees. Swan neck backward. Hands come together. Slight back bend. And hands come to Anjali Mudra. I think I'm going to have to adjust the screen just a little bit. There we go. Whew. I think I need something to wipe my face off with. So we're in Tadasana right now. Mountain pose. Calf muscles moving inward. Thighs are moving inward. Pelvis down the back. Abdomen is in. Shoulders back and down. And the crowns of our heads are moving towards the heavens. Hands are open to receive. In Tadasana. Mountain pose. I should have put my hair up before I did this. Draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Come up on that right tippy toe. Draw your right heel to your left ankle, to your left calf, or to your left thigh. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, in Vrikshasana A, B, or C. And then inhale those arms up overhead into Talasana or palm tree. Utthita, hands come together, and then down. Draw your knee to a marching position, flex your foot. Inhale those arms up into stork. Utthita, and down. Good job. Inhale first, hold it, hold it, hold it. And exhale down. Shake it out. And then from here, we're going to do the other side, starting in Tadasana once again. Draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Come up on your left tippy toe. Draw your left heel to your right ankle, to your right calf, or to your right thigh. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale those arms up overhead into Talasana or palm tree. Utthita, and down. Good job. Draw your knee to a marching position, flex your foot. Inhale those arms up overhead into stork. Utthita, and down. Inhale first. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And exhale down. Good job. And then from here, come up to the tops of the mats. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale, swan that down. Inhale halfway up. Take a giant step back. With that left foot, walk your right foot all the way to the left. Right knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk your hands back. Take Venus Mudra if this is in your practice. And exhale down. Again, placing that left cheek on the mat, on the floor. Wherever you are is perfect. Breathing Again, allowing anything that you're holding on to in your right hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as positive healing energy. Draw those wrists back down towards your waist before you release. Keep your shoulders straight. And again, breathing in and out. In resting pigeon. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Coming up on your right hip, swing your left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to the right thigh. Bring that right foot in and that right elbow in. Inhale, that left arm up and around. Find that right hip crease. Possibly take a bind if this is in your practice. Again, shoulders are back and down, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Good job, Mariandrasana. Adana. And then inhale to center, stacking your knees, maybe massaging your feet and your toes if this is in your practice. It's so funny how much I sweat here. I guess it's because I never ever get to sweat in Arizona. And Edie just left. She's adorable. And then from here, inhale those arms all the way up. Exhale as you fold forward. Again, in humbly bowing, resting cow's face. Inhale back up again. Plant the palms of your hands into the mat. Blades of your feet. Inhale as you push up. And then exhale as you walk your hands to the right, coming up on the balls of your feet, all the way around. Cross your knees, knees come down, hips come down. Again, in cow space. Again, maybe massage the bottoms of your feet. I should have brought a washcloth to wipe off my face as I'm doing this. Sorry, guys. You didn't realize. First times are always exciting. And then from here, inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips, reach, 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 reach. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down, humbly bowing, cow face. And then walk your hands back again. Press your hands into the mat. Inhale as you push up. And then exhale as you walk your hands all the way around to the left. Crossing your knees, knees come down, hips come down, good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and extend our legs, shake it out, good job. Coming up to the tops of our mats, We're going to either move into Malasana, Yogi Squat, or Bakasana, Raven, Crow, Blackbird. So wherever you are, you can stay here in this Yogi Squat. You can rock forward, finding that sweet spot. And then lifting your toes. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go ahead and inhale from our root chakra all the way up to our crown chakra and exhale down again. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good job. And then from here, place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up, the heart up. Take a giant step back. Lift that right foot. Walk your left foot all the way across. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Take Venus Mudra and exhale down. Bringing that right cheek down to the mat. Again, you can be wherever you want to. You can be on your elbows, you can be on your right cheek, you can be on your left cheek. Wherever you are is perfect. Breathing in and out. In, humbly bowing, resting pigeon. Draw those hands back toward your waist before you release. And again, allow whatever you might be holding on to in that left hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as positive, healing energy. Inhale as you walk those hands back again, coming off on that left hip. Swing your right leg all the way around. Oh gosh, sorry. There's so many little bugs here. Thought that was a bug, but it was actually a leaf. Bring that right foot in and that right elbow in. Inhale, that left arm up. No, and that left elbow in, I'm sorry. Right arm up and around. Find that left hip crease. Or possibly take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. There's also these little tiny lizards that are adorable, but I don't want them on me. Inhale back to center. And then stretch out your legs and shake them out. And then from here, bend your knees. Place the soles of your feet on the mat. Arms are out on either side. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. If you have a block, which I don't, then take it in your hands. Draw your heels in. Inhale as you push your hips up, placing that block on your knee. Or simply move into a traditional bridge, walking those elbows under, clasping your hands in prayer. Drawing your chins in towards your chest, stimulating the thyroid gland. Again, breathing in and out as you watch your bellies rise and fall. If you want to move higher in a traditional bridge, push your heels into the mat. And then gently release your hands. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch down to the mat. Drawing those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Good job. And then from here, we're going to do an inversion. So you can either do an inversion simply by doing legs straight up, flexing your feet. You can also push your hips up, walking your shoulders under in a shoulder stand. Be gentle with yourself, maybe draw those toes overhead into halasana or or plow pose if this is in your practice, but be gentle with yourself. Maybe bend your knees, placing them around your ears in ear pressure pose or snail pose. And then inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, coming down to the mat. Draw those knees in for a hug. Good job. And then from here, inhale first. Exhale that right leg down. Inhale your left arm up overhead. Exhale as you push your left knee over to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Full body twist. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Exhale that left leg down. Inhale your right arm up overhead. And exhale as you push your right knee over to the left. Again, full body twist. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in. Rock back and forth. Good job. Inhale through your noses, side out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down. Beside your torso, palms are up to receive, down to ground, starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger to thumb. Draw your arms up overhead, extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your sweet, sweet breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth. Slowly roll over on the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position. Facing the front of the room, legs are crossed, hands are at Ujjayi Mudra, heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this very beautiful but very humid Wednesday. Love the lawnmower too. Or maybe it's a weed eater, that must be what it is. In any case, thank you again for being here. I will see you tomorrow, and namaste. And thank you for being here. Sorry. Oh, I should get my glasses so I can figure out how to turn off the recording. I don't know if you were able to see very well, though. I'm going to have to get that fixed. I'm going to stop the recording.